All right, this is the Edgenuity Algebra 2A. This time we're going to be solving linear systems graphically. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first question, I just want to let you guys know that all these numbers are the y-intercepts, okay? So let me show you guys on the graph. So if you look at, I'll just do the wrong answers. So if you look at these ones, and I'm gonna just simulate a line, but it's not gonna be the accurate line, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So for this equation, that's gonna give you a line something like this, like that, okay? And then this one right here is gonna give you something like this. Okay, so that's not gonna be forming a line. Okay, so let me erase that. Let's look for the second one. Let's draw another incorrect graph and I'll just show you. So this one is not going to be. The reason why is because even though they all start from 3, so let's go 1, 2, 3, but these are the open circles, which means that you're gonna have an open circle on this line. So a line cannot have an open circle in the middle, okay? So let's look for another one. Okay, so for the last choice, you got, open circle again, okay? And this one is even crazier because it starts from -3. It's gonna go like something like that. And then there's a +3. This one right here is gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then it's gonna go something like that. So it can't even, it just can't be right. Okay, so the correct one has to be the first choice. So I'll show you how this goes. So this is your XY axis. For the first equation, it's just gonna go 1, 2, 3 because the y-intercept is 3, so you're gonna go towards upward, and this next one is going to go downwards, so that's forming a line. All right, so how many solutions exist for the system of equations graphed below? So if you have if you want to find out what the solutions, basically you're going to have to intersect. Okay, so if there is no point of intersect, then there's not going to be any solutions. In this case, none. All right, so what is the solution of the system of equations? Okay, so this is the easy one, okay? All you need to do is look for the point of intersect. You know how to read this. It's 3, 4. All right? This one is even easier because which region represents the solution. So this is the solution right here, okay? And then all you need to do is select this is in which region, right? So which region? Region D. All right, so which equation can pair with that and then create an inconsistent system, okay? So x plus 2y equals to 5. Basically, you want to choose one of the followings, okay? One of the followings that if you solve it like this, I'm gonna just give you the correct answer right here. So if you use 2x plus 4y equals to 3, and you try to solve for x and y, so what's gonna happen is that you want to try to make sure that they have the same coefficients. So I'm going to multiply the first equation by 2. Okay, so distribute the 2 to all three terms. Okay, and what's going to happen is you're going to see this one becomes 2x. And then the y, 2 times 2, this is going to become 4y. And then for the 5, because you multiply by 2, so it's going to become 10. Okay, so if you subtract from 1 from the first equation to second, They're going to cancel out. 0, cancel out. 0 equals to 10 minus 3 equals to 7. Okay, so 0 equals to 7. No solution, right? Inconsistent. Okay, so what that means when we say no solution is basically saying that these two lines are parallel. This is the notation for parallel. Anyway, this is the correct answer. All right, which answer describes the graph of the system of equations? All right, so what's going to happen is that I'm just going to write out y equals to 4 minus x, and then 2y equals to 8 minus 2x. Let's solve this. You're going to multiply the first equation by 2. Okay, so distribute 2 to all three terms. You're going to get 2y, and then multiply by 2, that's 8, and multiply by 2, this is going to be 2. And then you're going to see that both equations are the same. Okay, so the word coincide means they're actually going to have, let's just say that two lines are basically the same. They're overlapping each other. Okay, so that's what it means. When two equations are the same, they overlap with each other. Coincide. All right, so which system of equation is inconsistent? Okay, I'm gonna tell you why this one is inconsistent. Because 2x plus 8y equals to 6, and the second equation is 5x plus 20y equals to 2. What's going to happen is, in order to make sure they have the same coefficient, you're going to have to multiply the first equation by 5. Oh, okay, keep the same color. And the second equation by 2. Okay, so what's going to happen is, I'm going to rewrite this, okay, down bottom. So 5 times 2, that's 10x, plus 5 times 8y, it's going to be 40y, equals to 5 times 6, that's going to be 30. Okay, now let's use the red. Okay, if you multiply by 2 on all three terms, you're going to get 10x plus 40y. Okay, it looks like everything is the same, but look at the last number, 4. Okay, earlier we talked about inconsistent is when you're subtracting one equation to another. Okay, everything cancels, so it becomes 0. 30 minus 4, that's 26. 0 can never be 26. Okay, that's why the first choice is inconsistent. Basically, let me repeat this one more time. When it's inconsistent, it's just parallel. You're going to have two parallel lines. Nothing crazy, okay? Inconsistent sounds a little weird and bizarre. It's just two parallel lines. All right, so which equation compare with 3x plus 4y equals to 8 and create a consistent and independent system? Okay, so basically what happened is that they're going to ask you which equation that you're going to you're going to use so you can subtract one equation to another and you can actually solve for one solution. Okay, so why this one is correct is because, let me use the different color. So 6x minus 3y equals to 2. Okay, so I'm going to multiply the first equation by 2. Let me bring it down to the bottom. Okay, and then we rewrite that. So 2 times 3x, that's 6x. 2 times 4y, that's plus 8y, equals to 2 times 8, that's 16. Okay, so if you subtract one to the other, okay, x's are cancel out. Negative 3y minus positive 8y, that's negative 11y. Okay, equals to 2 minus 16. So that's going to be negative 14. So you divide it by negative 11 on both sides. Y equals to 14 over 11. Okay, I don't need to really solve this. You're just able to get a solution for y and x. Okay, if you try the other ones, you won't be able to. It's either I think it's going to be inconsistent. All right, so the solution given system of linear equations lies in which quadrant? So what you need to do for this question is you just go ahead and solve it. Okay, and then we use the red for the second one. X plus y equals to 2. Okay, I'm gonna subtract first to a second. Okay, you don't have to always use the first equation to subtract second. You can use the second equation to subtract first. Okay, it's gonna get the same thing anyway. So x's are canceled. So negative 3y minus y, that's gonna be negative 4y. Okay, and the 6 minus 2, that's gonna be positive 4. So if you divide it by negative 4 on both sides, you're gonna get y equals to negative 1. Okay, so y equals to negative 1, but we're not done. So what you need to do is you're gonna plug in y equals to negative 1 into one of the y's. Okay, I'm gonna plug it into this equation. Okay, so I'm gonna use red. I used red earlier, so x plus y, now y is negative 1 now. Okay, equals to 2. So in order to solve for x, you add 1 on both sides. Okay, these are canceled. So x equals to 3. Now let's plot 3 comma negative 1. So 3, you're gonna go right 3 and then down 1. Okay, so your point is going to be, point of intersect is going to be right here. So it's going to be quadrant 4. All right, how many solutions existed for this system of equations? Okay, so you got 3x plus y equals to 18. And then the second one is 3x plus y equals to 16. Okay, you can already see that this is going to be inconsistent. Okay, so what's going to happen is, let me use a different color, subtract 1 to the second, cancel, cancel, and then it's going to be 0 equals to 18 minus 16, that's going to be 2. Inconsistent. That means two parallel lines, they don't intersect with each other, so no solutions. All right, so what is the solution to the system of equations graphed on the coordinate plane? This is the easy one. All you need to do is spot the point of intersect. You're gonna go x is 3, and then go up 4. That's the y coordinate. So 3, 4. Easy piece of cake. All right, next one. What is the solution of the system graph below? So this is another one. The easy ones. All right, so which statement describes the graph of the system of equations? Okay, so what you're gonna do is, let's just write it out. Okay, so x minus y equals to 1. And then this time I'm actually gonna rewrite this. I'm gonna place x in the front. So I'm gonna rewrite this in red. So I'm gonna bring the x to the front. So negative x and then positive y followed by negative x. So plus y equals to 1. Okay, so what's going to happen is, what do you think is going to happen? So if you add both of them up, these are x's are going to cancel, y's are going to cancel. It's going to be 0 equals to 1 plus 1, that's 2. Another inconsistent, right? And I told you guys inconsistent means parallel. Last one, this is inequalities. Okay, so this is going to be a little tougher, but let me explain to you. So what happened here is that you got a dotted line. Okay, dotted line is for the x plus y is greater than 2, which means that any solution set or any point that's on this is not going to be part of the solution. Okay, all right, so let me leave the dotted line. All right, so one more thing is that you got to understand, we're going to briefly just go over this, the overlapping section. This is the overlapping section. Okay, overlapping section is actually going to be the solution section for inequality. Okay, all right, so with the understanding, I'm gonna plot all the points, and then you're gonna tell me which one Well, I'm gonna tell you which one is the correct answer. So you got 2, 0. So 2 comma 0 is going to be right here. That's right on the dotted line. So I told you that if it's on a dotted line, it's not going to be a solution. Okay, you got 0, positive 2. So 0, positive 2 is also on the dotted line. Nope. You got 0, negative 1, comma negative 1. It's going to be right here. It's not even close to this solution set. Okay, and the last one, plotting red is 0, comma 3. So 0, comma 3 is going to be right here. It's going to be right inside of the overlapping area. So that's going to be your answer. Okay, that's it. Good luck. Score high.